Hey everybody, Ron here with Solo Operative Games. Today I'm at my table playing Nemesis. This is a game all about waking up on a spaceship out of cryo's frozen state and trying to figure out what's going on and accomplishing a certain number of goals before the aliens come and eat you. And it does have a cooperative mode or a solo mode. You can do either way. And so that's what we're gonna play today. I will tell you, I have been sick for like the last week, and nothing better than when you're sick to just sit and play a bunch of board games. So I went to my local FLGS, which is Mythos Games in South Jordan, Utah. And they have a game library that you can rent a game for $1 a day. So I rented this one for, what, 5-6 days now, and it's cost me $6. So that's awesome. I really appreciate that store and all they do for the community. You should check it out if you are in Utah. Okay, so let's talk about Nemesis. In this co-op mode, we are a number of human players, and we are going to draw a certain number of objectives that we must accomplish before we die, or the ship blows up. So let's get the game set up. I've already put some escape pods. I've randomized the engines. I'm going to be playing as the soldier and the scout. Now they're they have kind of asymmetric abilities. They have decks. It's not a deck builder, but their decks, starting decks are different based on the character you choose. The scout is really good about moving around without being detected, and she's also good at finding items in rooms. Whereas the soldier, not so good about moving around undetected, but he's really good at killing stuff if it shows up. So they work well together, and we'll be trying it. I would definitely not recommend the game playing like two very weak characters, so that if an alien shows up, you're just screwed. You kind of need some kind of guy that can do some damage, and the soldier has the strongest weapon in the game. All right, so for the rest of setup, we have all these room tiles. A bunch of them have a number 1 on them, and those you're gonna place on all the spaces with a 1, which just go around the outside. I'm just kind of doing it randomly. Even though I shuffled, it's still just be like, you like to, when you lose, blame the game, blame randomness, right? It's always randomness, RNG, that caused me to lose. Then there's a bunch of number 2 tiles. I'm actually missing some. There we go, had from the last game. So there are 9 of these number 2 tiles. You're only gonna use 5 in each game, so it's some rooms are just not gonna be on your ship. They explain that as saying that when you come out of cryo state, you're in a certain level of amnesia or brain fog from being frozen, and so that's why all the rooms, you don't know what rooms there are and where they are on the ship, right? So that's good. We'll get rid of the rest of those. Now, in each room, we're going to be placing one of these little hexagon tiles that have some kind of event that happens when you explore that room. This could be the room could catch on fire. It could be the room is damaged. It could be that you accidentally make a lot of noise and attract an alien. Or it could just be, oh, the room could be covered in slime. That's a fun one. Or just nothing could happen. It's also going to tell you how many items are available in each room. So we won't know that until we flip them. There'll be 4 extras of those. We'll just put those in the box. Don't need those. Okay, last thing to do. We know the ship is going to B, but we don't know where B is. B could be Earth, B could be Mars, B could be the alien homeworld. I don't know. But we have to take one of these cards here, the coordinate cards. So we'll shuffle these. And this is just gonna go face down. So until we can get up to the piloting, it's like the cockpit, there we go, and actually figure out what the coordinates are for each zone, and then if they're wrong, change them, then we'll be stuck going wherever it's going to be right now. We have 15 rounds in a game. Hopefully I remember to decrement that every time we play, but we'll just know that the soldier will go first on odd rounds, the scout will go first on even rounds, and hopefully that'll help us remember. Let's see, another thing we need to do is get our objectives. So there are a number of objectives for the solo cooperative game, 7 of them, and we're gonna draw 1 per player, so 2. The first one we have is Destination Earth. The ship must reach Earth. So like I was saying, I'm gonna have to get up to the cockpit and figure out if we're going to Earth, and if not, change direction. So we have to get to Earth. And the second objective, let's go with this one. It is emergency post-mortem. Place the blue character corpse object in the surgery room. The text on here says, whatever happened to our friend might happen to us next. All right, so when we start and we come out of the freezing chambers, we find a corpse of one of our people on the ship. You know me and vocabulary, guys. Just one of our friends. He's dead, and we don't know why. It's our first clue that something has gone wrong on the ship. So we're going to pick up this corpse. It's considered a heavy object. You're only allowed to carry 2 heavy objects, one in each hand, and your weapon is already in one hand. So maybe we leave it there until we find the surgery room. I don't know. But these are actually not pretty easy requirements. I think we should be able to do this, but better things have been said in the past. All right, we've got the intruder board that has 5 eggs in the nest. It's also going to kind of help us with some symbols. There are weaknesses for these aliens that we don't know about. We're just going to draw 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. And we can uncover those weaknesses by bringing 3 different things to the analysis. We can analyze an egg, we can analyze the corpse of a human, and we can analyze the corpse of an alien. And as we do that, we'll uncover weaknesses, and they're gonna be like, oh, you do extra damage, or they're susceptible to fire, or it's easier to run away, different things like that. So that's what their weaknesses are. And the last thing, this game is a bag builder. Like, of all things, it's like exploration and dungeon crawling, but it's got deck, asynchronous deck and cards, and then it's got a bag building element. So that's kind of fun. In the rules, this is always like something you do once, never again, so you don't really memorize it. But the starting bag has a blank. Okay, it's got 4 larvae. These larvae are like baby aliens. They can burrow inside you, so have to be careful about that. 1 creeper. Creeper's like a newly hatched alien here. And then a queen. And then we've got 3 adults that go in, plus you do 1 adult per player, so another 2 adults go in there. So that's our bag, initial starting bag. It's gonna change over time. Things are gonna come out, things are gonna go in. And yeah, so let's get started playing Nemesis. Do I have anything else to do? I was going to talk about the multiplayer. When the multiplayer, everybody gets different objectives, and it was a lot of fun. We played with my game group over the weekend before I got sick, and I was going to say everybody has different objectives, and it's not really a traitor type game. It's just that you don't know if someone has the same objective as you do. You might be trying to go on Earth and they're trying to go to Mars, or you're trying to escape in an escape pod and they want the ship to explode. I don't know, it's different. All these weird stuff that happens, it makes a really kind of interesting game. So there's like a little deduction element of who's trying to do what based on who they're helping and what they're trying to accomplish. Okay, I'm looking around just to make sure we've got everything. I've got our starting items. So the soldier starts with an assault rifle, 5 ammo. Every time he does a damage, he does an extra damage. He has 2 quest items. The armor can be unlocked if we ever find duct tape or tools. And the autoloader can be unlocked if we find the armory room. The scout, she starts with a rifle. A rifle has 4 ammo, which I did not give to her. It just does normal damage. There's nothing special about it. She has 2 items, security key that we can unlock in the cockpit, or the motion scanner that she needs an energy charge item to activate that card. Okay, I think we are good to go. So, soldiers first, you're gonna draw 5 cards. Again, I'm not gonna explain the rules, we'll just learn them as we go. But yeah, put down in the comments, excuse me, I'll probably be sniffling or coughing just a little bit. I've tried to keep that to a minimum, but put down in the comments if you think we are going to survive and how long till the queen comes out. All right, here we go. So we got 5 cards for the soldier. Every turn, you're gonna do 2 actions. If you can't do 2 actions, you have to pass, and then you're out for the rest of the round. When you pass, you can discard cards. You wanna keep cards in your hand because if an alien spawns during the event phase, they have a number on the back of their token, And if it's higher than the number of cards you have, they attack you. They do like a secret attack. And if you get attacked by a larva, they embed themselves inside you. Not a good thing. It's one of the easiest ways to die. So always keep one card in your hand. Tip. Okay, so what I've got, full auto, that just does a ton of damage using all my ammo. So probably don't need to do that. Taking aim, that's another shooting thing, but I get a reroll. I've got a search card, so that's great. Demolition allows me to destroy doors or make rooms malfunction. That's probably not a card I really care about outside of or in a co-op, right? And Nerves of Steel, I can avoid being surprised attacked. So that's usually probably the last card you'll keep. So I think we just need to play, we've got other actions besides our cards. We can always move, shoot, punch, pick up an item, trade items, or craft an item. And the moving, we'll talk about it, but you can also careful move, which costs 2 cards instead of 1. Your cards, not only are the actions, they're also basically, you discard them to do actions as well. So to do a careful move, I've got to discard 2 cards, which is not bad at the beginning, because the soldier does not have a good way of moving without making noise. Noise is the primary way that aliens come out, and you don't want those early, right? We want to get a good amount of the ship explored without having to deal with aliens. So let's careful move. I'm going to go ahead and discard my 2 attack cards. I don't think I'm going to need them this round. And then do a careful move. And I'm going to come, let's see, we need to go to the cockpit. So let's head this way, down this corridor. And the first thing I do is I reveal this little token here. This says, oh, that's kind of a bummer. A door opened behind me, or closed behind me, sorry. As soon as I'm in the room, the door closed. The 2 in a 2-player game, you divide that by 2 and round up. So this is only going to be 1 item in this room. So then I flip it, and I found the hatch. We can lock and unlock escape pods. Okay. We don't really need escape pods because we need the ship to go to Earth. We don't want to escape, right? The escape pods will go to Earth, but we want the ship to go to Earth. So probably not a very useful room, although it is white, meaning we can search for any item in here. And because it had 1, I find this little arrow and I orient the room so that the 1 points to that arrow. And there I am. Now I have to make noise. Now, because I did careful movement, I get to place the noise wherever I want. And I usually place it behind me. Then it keeps the rooms in front of me open and easy to explore. All right. Second thing, I think we'll go ahead and search. So search card costs me 0 as long as there's something in there. I reduce this by spinning the room, so now there's 0 items in this room. And because it's white, I can take 2 of any card that I want. Early on, it's good to get weapons, right, and more ammo, so red is a great option. I'm not really worried about, healing stuff, so I don't really care about green. Although yellow could give me my duct tape so I can get my armor, but I think I'm gonna just go for red. So let's get some red items while we can. All right, so this is a smoke grenade, which lets me escape from a room without being attacked, or an energy charge, which lets me fully reload, there we go, an energy weapon. And I have the best weapon in the game. This is positively the best item I can get early on. So now I have 10 shots, and we just gotta keep 1 of the 2. So apparently we went into the room and we're like, oh, there's a smoke grenade and there's an energy charge. What should I take? And then we just throw around the other one on the ground and it just like rolls under a table and we lose it. I don't get that from a story perspective, why we find 2 items and only can take 1. But it's to reduce the RNG, I guess. We didn't really find a smoke grenade. We found what we thought was a smoke grenade. Turned out to be an energy charge. Okay, that was my 2 actions. So we go over to the scout. Can't mix their cards. So 5 cards for the scout. So she's got scavenging. This lets her search even if there's 0 items remaining. That's great, but it does take an extra card. She's got a normal search. Reconnaissance. This will allow her to move without making a noise, but it's going to cost 2 rolls, so it's like a careful move. But it's like super careful move. Basic repairs. So she could repair room. It's really expensive. And then adrenaline allows her to shoot, but then she gets to draw a card. So this door closed and she's got no way of opening it, so she's gonna have to maybe meet us on the other side. So maybe she'll go out this way, and I might as well just go ahead and do reconnaissance right away, and I don't need to shoot, so we'll discard reconnaissance and adrenaline, and that will allow us to move without making any noise at all. Our token says, oh, we don't make any noise. Okay, cool. Well, I wasn't gonna make any anyway. And there's one item in this room. This room is the shower room. This is used if you useful if you get slimed. You can come here and wash the slime off. All right, so we've got one item. Orient it that way. So nice that they have their white rooms, so I can find any item. Kind of bad that they're kind of crappy, worthless actual room actions. Okay, so because there actually is items here, I'm gonna go ahead and search this room. And for her, I think we want to get red as well because her weapon is not the greatest, and also having reload charges is pretty nice. So she got an energy charge, it's good, and a one-use grenade. Choose one room with an intruder, either the one you're in or a neighboring room. Chosen intruder suffers 2 damage. All other characters in the targeted rooms, including you, suffer 1 damage or a serious wound. So you can, it's kind of like the only ranged attack in the game. Normally shooting you can only do in your room, but energy charges are just too valuable at the beginning of the game to pass up. Okay, especially since we don't know where the armory is. Like, that's the only room that lets you recharge your weapons. So having energy charges is great. And remember, she can deactivate the energy charge to activate the motion scanner, which discard a card to re-roll your noise roll. We haven't seen noise rolls yet, but wow, that's powerful. So might be worth it to just get it on right now. Maybe. Okay, that was her 2 actions. She moved and searched. So we go back to this guy. I could move. I don't want a careful move because I'd have no cards. And this room has only got 3 corridors, so the odds are I put noise in front of me. So I could pass early. The game goes pretty quick, so you can't pass early too often. So is it worth it to just move right now and risk some noise? I think we're okay doing it. Yeah, let's do it. All right, so we discard 1 card to do a normal move. We're gonna go down this corridor. Oh, I got slimed. At least the showers are right there, right? Okay, so I put a little token on the slime. I'm gonna actually use the little red token so you guys can see them better. I don't know how much you can see with the camera actually, but there are 2 items in this room. And this room is the command center. It lets us open and close doors anywhere on the ship. It's also a red room. And we rolled a 2. That is pretty nice. 2 items in, 2 red items in here. Yeah, 2, yeah. What am I trying to say? 2 red items in this room. I did get slimed, but that's okay. Now I have to roll for noise. So I take this little D8, or it's actually a D10, and I'm gonna roll it. Now normally there's an X on here that says you make no noise, but when you're slimed, that means noise everywhere. We rolled a 1. So we're gonna put a noise marker in corridor 1. Now if there was already noise in corridor 1, an alien would spawn, but there wasn't. So we were safe, we were fine. Cool. I forgot to decrement this when I searched, didn't I? Okay. Yes. So noise, it was okay. Slime, not so good. So maybe I want to go to the shower. So maybe she should stay there. Okay, so I could scavenge right now, but that would take both my cards and leaving me with 0 in my hand. And so I think instead I'm going to activate my motion scanner. And you can see this is a quest. It takes 1 card, so I'm going to discard my basic repair card. And it says discard an energy charge. We'll discard that to activate that. Now we have it. It is a heavy item. We can only use it out of combat, but it says whenever we make a noise roll, we can re-roll it. Cool. We have to discard a card though, and then we can re-roll it. So even more capability for her to move silently. Okay. Perfect. I'm just going to try to align these so you guys can see everything. So her second action is just going to be to pass, and it would go back over the soldier. He is going to pass as well because they both have 1 card in their hand. When we pass, we do the following actions. It's on this little help guide. First, we move the time track. Then if there are any aliens in our rooms, they would attack us. They're not. If there's any fire, they would hurt the aliens. There's not. So we resolve an event card. The event cards are not fun. Some of them are not bad, but most of them are really bad. All right, top of the things is going to say if any of the aliens move. Well, there's no aliens on the ship yet, so none of them move. Then the event. If the nest room is explored, it's not. Place a noise marker, and then, yeah, so we got a free event there. That's always nice. In the early game, yeah, it's not too bad because no aliens out, no nests, no bad things. Yeah, cool. Okay, so then the last action is we have bag development. That's what it's called. So you're going to take the bag and you're going to draw one thing out of it, and it is a adult. And what the adult token means is every player is going to make a noise roll. Yeah, that could be bad because there's noise bias, right? If either of us roll a 1, it's going to spawn. It goes in player order. So the soldier is the space cat player marker is going to roll. I got a 4, so I'll put noise here. That's kind of where I didn't want to put it, but it's better than spawning something. And then the scout needs to roll. And she got a 3. Okay, no alien spawned. Perfect. And that was actually a good spot for that because maybe we can go into there and then down that hallway. Just on our way to the cockpit. Cool. So that was that. The adult token then goes back in the bag after we resolve the noise rolls. And that's the end of the event phase. We go back to the player phase, which is move, first player token, draw back up to 5. So the scout already had 1 card. She's only going to draw 4. You only start with 10 cards in your hand. You never get more unless you get infected. Her new cards, she's got suppressive fire that allows her to discard ammo and move herself out of a room without getting attacked. Interruption is just a dead card in the co-op because why would you ever want to cancel something somebody else did? Demolition, same card as the soldier. She can blow up a door. And rest is how you get rid of contamination cards. So really her only good card right now is scavenging, but it's a great card. So she'll do scavenging and interruption as her card plus 1 more to search in this room. And because she used her red item, I think she wants to search for red again. Remember, she can search even though it's a 0. All right, so she got the self-destruct key. If you're in a room with a computer, she can start or stop the self-destruct sequence. That is an option. You can turn that on, and in 6 turns, the ship will blow up. We don't want that to happen. But there are events that start the thing, and if you don't know where the room is to stop it, it will blow up. So it's a good one. But look at this. The prototype pistol. It only has 3 ammo, but you get a re-roll with it. So she'd lose an ammo right now because she'd have to drop her rifle. But this is a much better weapon. So let's take this. Rifle is no more. Prototype pistol, they start fully loaded, so she's got 3 ammo. And we'll get rid of that. Okay. So she's good. She's got her motion scanner. She's got her new prototype pistol. Everything's going well. Okay, is there any other action she can do in here? Because she would like to stay here. Because one thing is, when you move, if there's a character already in your room, you don't make noise. I don't know what the storyline there is either, but they're like, shh, don't make noise. Whereas if there's not, you just like, don't. All right, there's no action she wants to do here. Yeah, so she either has to pass or move. And that's kind of one of the hard things about co-op is you want the other player to take a turn before you. And really there's just no good options for her to leave this room. So she's going to pass. And she can discard cards if she passes. Are any of these good? I'd like to keep suppressive fire just in case a alien spawns. We can leave the room without getting damaged. So let's keep that and discard the other cards. So she's passed. And you can actually flip this card over if you want to do that. All right, so she passed before the soldier even went. she had 1 action this whole turn. Wow, good job, Scout. So he's still got his nerves of steel. He's got a rest. He's got the crappy repair. He's got a search, and he's got his own covering fire, which actually better because he can move himself and another character. So it's a better version of her suppressive fire, covering fire. All right, so he's in this room. It's got 2 items, so he better search it before he leaves it. and it's red rooms, so we'll do red items. We need to decrement this to 1. And he's got an extended magazine. Add 2 ammo to one of your energy weapons. From now on, it has 2 capacity. So we could give this a capacity 7, and then this would heal it to 7 as well. So that's 14 total ammo. Whereas we got another energy charge, which we could trade over to the scout. Or we could keep it. And remember, we said 14 if we use this. This is worth 15 basically because we recharge twice. Although it costs cards. This would less cards for about the same amount of ammo. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So I'm gonna keep this one. It doesn't have any numbers and it says as long as you're out of combat, you can just do it. So I will add it to my assault rifle. I know you guys are probably not seeing exactly all the weapons. They couldn't really fit, but now it has 7 ammo. Cool. We're about to do some damage in here. Okay, second action, I would love to search again, but I can't. And I don't think I want to just hang out here for another round. So we'll go ahead and move to discard 1 card just to move to here. Because we're together, we don't make any noise. And now, do I move along without her? Yeah, we probably can. Okay. Although I go first next round. And then I would move. I would have to wait. It's likely I would drive a search, and I could do a search action, but then what else am I going to do? No. Okay. So I think I need to move on. No, I think I need to stay here. I think I need to stay here. So we're going to discard 2 cards and pass. That was very quick turns. Maybe we shouldn't do that, but here we go. So event phase, we do move that down. There's no aliens out to attack. There's no fire, so go right to event. No aliens move. Coolant leak. Coolant leak, sorry. If there's a malfunction marker in the generator room, we have not discovered the generator room. Start the self-destruct countdown. So that was the card we were just talking about. Remove this event from the game and reshuffle the events deck. So the nest actually went back into the deck. Cool. Oh, and that just randomly fell out of the deck. Try that again. Okay. All right, then bag development. Don't want to forget that. This one is a larva, and bag development of larva, the larva grows up. So the larva comes out and an adult goes in. Ooh, more adults. All right, round 3, soldier starts. He has 1 card, so he's drawing a second, and then he's gonna reshuffle his deck and draw 3 more. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he got covering fire, rest, and demolition, so no search at all. That's a bummer. So he might as well do 2 cards to safe move. Yeah, so we'll use rest and interruption because they're worthless cards. To do a careful move over here. Oh, I was gonna shower. Oh, hold on. I need to shower. I forgot I was slimed, and I'm in the shower room for a reason. So I'm gonna discard instead 2 cards to use the room action, and that is to shower. That gets rid of a slime. There is a whole helper card that tells you exactly what happens. So we are on the special rooms, or additional rooms too. So shower room, if you have a slime marker, discard it. Additionally, you can choose to scan all contam cards. So we don't have any contam cards yet, but we could have scanned them. Scanner is this cool little red window thing that I had in all the cereal boxes when I was a kid. Okay, so now his second action is going to be to safe move. So 2 cards down here. He finds a room that is broken and only has 1 item in it. And the room is the emergency room. Was that where we need it? No, we need the surgery room. Okay, emergency room, we can treat our wounds. So that's a good one to find. It had 1 item. It's a green room, so if we search it, we find green items. But it's broken, so we have to repair it if we ever want to use it. If there are ever 8 rooms on a ship broken at one time, the ship implodes. The hull like collapses. If there are ever 8 fire tokens on the ship explodes. So you don't want to get to either of those cases. You lose no matter what. Unless I guess you've gone in a escape pod and your thing doesn't say the ship has reached Earth. Okay, so he's in there. He needs to put noise out there. We'll put it behind him. It probably means we're not going to that shower room ever again. Look how much noise is around it. But that's his turn. All right, over to the scout. She's drawn 1 and then she's going to shuffle and draw 3, same as he did. Nose is already running again, my goodness. Okay, so she drew an interruption, a scavenging. Hey, that's not bad. She could scavenge in this room again, or repair. So she could repair the emergency room as well. I mean, while she's here, let's scavenge. So that's going to take 1 other card, so she'll do the interruption. And we can draw any items that we want. She's got her gun, she's got her action, so I think we can draw maybe some tools, some utility items. Let's go for yellow. All right, chemicals. These are used to arm the flamethrower. You can craft the flamethrower with a fire item and a, what is that, a stick item? I don't know, a baton or something. But then we got another energy charge. So there's yellow energy charges as well. I didn't even know that. And that's like a battery, which can be used to craft a taser. Chemicals can also be used in the Molotov cocktail and the antidote. Antidote is the best item for removing infection cards or contamination cards. But I think the energy charge is more useful for right now. So, but goodbye chemicals. I've only crafted 1 item in like the 6 plays I've done of this game. So maybe the crafted items are really nice. I just don't see the value in giving up 2 other nice items to get them, and then they're 1 use only, and yeah. I guess the flamethrower, if the weakness was weak to fire, flamethrower might be bad. Okay, so now she needs to move because we need to catch up to the soldier here. So we'll discard 1 card. We'll discard the suppressive to move to him because he's in the room. We do no noise. Then she continue on, but I know she's going to get her safe move in the next draw, likely at least. And she's going first next round. So maybe we'll wait to move in the next round, and she should, she can't repair because she doesn't have 2 cards. So instead she's going to search. Okay, and for search, she's in a green room. This was not a normal search, so this does reduce it by 1. You can search even if the room is broken, that's fine. Where is the 0? There's too many people on this thing. All right, so there's 0 items left now. She found bandages, which dresses a serious wound, which means flips it over and you don't get the negative effect of it, or heal all your light wounds, or synthetic food, draw 2 cards from your deck. Both have to be done out of combat. I like the synthetic food right now. We might regret it later not having a ways to heal, but yeah, this is pretty nice for just, I need more cards to do more actions. Cool. Although it does take a card to draw this, so you're really only drawing, you're discarding 1 to draw 2. So net 1 card. Okay, so that was her 2, or no. He passed, wait, hold on. She searched, then she moved, then he passed, right? Because he had nothing to do. Okay. Then she went back and searched, and now she's passing. So both of us have passed, so we'll advance this token. We will then, there's no aliens, no fire, so go right to an event. We have the hunt. Every adult intruder not in combat. Well, there are no adult intruders, so nothing happens. Nice. Okay. Then we have bag development. It is a little bit kind of nervous, like not having any aliens out, because that means the bag is just getting stronger and stronger. But we got the blank. What happens in a blank during bag development? Rulebook has seen better days. It's been used quite a bit. Bag development blank. Add an adult intruder to the bag and return the blank token to the bag. All right, so we get another adult token in there. Cool. It's not horrible. We just know adults are coming out a lot more, and so we'll be making more noise rolls. It's really bad if your objective says kill the queen, because the queen is only one chip in here and you need her to spawn at some point. So the more chips you're adding to the bag, the less chance you're going to see the queen. So since we don't have to kill the queen, we're fine. All right, so we are headed, we already moved that. Yeah, so first player goes over here, even round. Yes, she's first. All right, she has 1 card, so drawing 4 more. And she did get her reconnaissance, so she can move for no noise. That's great. Do we want to repair this room before we leave it? She does have her repair card, but it would take basically 3 cards. No, I think we'll wait. We don't need to repair this room. Sure. So let's go ahead and reconnaissance. Yeah, so that's 1 other card plus it to move without causing any noise. She's in the cockpit. So she could get her security key, which is choose 1 room and open, close any doors in all corridors connected to this room. So it's like a remote door. She can just close or open any doors around 1 room while we're in the cockpit. So she's got nothing better to do. Maybe she does that. I think the first thing she wants to do, though, is to check the coordinates. It is an action that you can only do in the cockpit unless you are the pilot. I think the pilot has a special card that lets you do it, but it costs 2 cards. So we will, I think Adrenaline and Demolition are 2 cards. I'm just going to make sure before I look at this card that this is right. In the cockpit, yes, 2 to check the coordinates. All right, we are going right now. B is actually to Venus. C is Earth, A is Mars, and D is deep space. So if we want to go to Earth, we need to aim for C. And I just leave that face up now because we're co-op, right? Doesn't matter. In the player versus player mode, whoever looks at it can look at it and lie or tell the truth. You just don't know. You have to go verify yourself if you don't trust them. Okay, so we need to go to C. That's going to cost 2 more cards to change our heading. So that was her 2 actions. Over to the soldier. He needs to draw 4 cards, so he has a full hand here. He got double search, and he's a room with no items, and we're going to the cockpit that has no items, so that kind of sucks. Yeah, he really has nothing to do, so he will discard 1 card to move, and there's no noise because you're in a room with another person. Then he's going to discard 2 cards. Should we say 1 of the searches? Sure. To change our heading to C. So objective, destination Earth, more than likely complete as long as we don't die or explode the ship. Ominous music from the future playing. Okay. So that was his 2 actions. Back to the scout. I think she's passing. Back to the soldier. I don't think he wants... Well, yeah, he could move. We could go get this room. We don't need to stay in here. Yeah, so he'll go ahead, discard Nerves of Steel. Or do I want to keep that one? No, I want the search card. Yeah, so he's moving over to here. Flips this. It is 2 items, but the door closes behind him. Oh, dang it. And then the room is the surgery room. Hey, that's our other objective. Wow, that's cool. And it's not broken. It's active right now and has 2 green items in it. Perfect. Okay. So he gets there. Now we have to, we didn't do a careful roll, or a careful move, so we have to roll for move, or noise. Noise in 2. Now this is a special one. This is a little red dot, which means basically the noise went into like the air conditioning ducts. They're called the technical corridors. It's like wiring or air conditioning or whatever. There's noise in there now. And that counts as being noise here and here and here. So that one's one of the worst things to get. Is now all the rooms are a little bit more dangerous that have a technical corridor. So we're a little pickle. The door closed behind us. I guess she could go this way and meet up with us. Somebody needs to get back to the blue corpse and then get it here, right? That's our next objective. And the door's closed. Well, good thing we got demolition cards, right? We can go blow up those doors. Because that's our quickest path. Okay. So that's the end of his turn. He will pass. So we go into the event phase. Move the tracker. No aliens, no fire. Do an event. Life support failure. Place a malfunction marker in each explored green room. Oh no. Well, it's a good thing we didn't heal the emergency room. It would just broken again. Remove this event from the game and reshuffle the events deck. All right. Well, that was a good one to get early, right? It would be a lot worse if we discovered like 4 green rooms or something and all of a sudden we had a huge malfunction everywhere. And it's good to know now that we need to repair this surgery room before we're able to... Actually, it just says place the character corpse in the surgery room. It doesn't say we have to have a working surgery room. Sure. Sounds good to me. Okay. So then we have bag development. We have a creeper. All right, so the creeper comes out of the bag and he evolves into a breeder. Cool. And guys, I haven't even shown you the models that come with this game. They're amazing. This is the queen. Spoiler alert, but yeah, she's really cool. Yeah, so this game starts out very flat, and as you get more models, then there's all these models. So it's funny when you look at the game when it's very first set up, it's kind of like, this game's kind of boring because everything's black and dark and there's not a lot out there. But once you start exploring, you have these bright yellow noise tokens, the rooms start coming out online, and then you get like big old queen out there. But this is the breeder that creeper just evolved into. So that's that. And this is the creeper that is no longer in the bag. Cool. It'd be funny if the bag, you actually put the 3D models in there and drew those out. That probably wouldn't work. Okay, so we are on the next round. So flip first player token over here. We're going to draw 4 cards. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to draw the scouts cards now. Just so I'm worried I'm going to get confused if they've got their cards or not. As the night gets later and more stressful, it's probably better to just draw their cards. So she had 2 going into the phase of 3. Okay. So, Soldier, you are first player. What are you going to do, Soldier? There's lots of items in here. He does have a search, so he should probably do that. Does he have a destroy? Taking aim, basic repairs, covering fire, full auto. No, so he cannot destroy the door. Hopefully she can. He will search though. So that's going to rotate this to 1, 2 green items. We got clothes, which wipes off slime or dresses a serious wound. That's pretty good. Military drugs. Discard any number of cards from your hand and draw the same number +1. So that's another discard X, get X +1 back. But I think clothes are pretty nice. They're also craftable into the Molotov cocktail, but yeah. Okay, discard the drugs. We're not a druggie. All right, second action. What is he gonna do? I don't need to shoot anything. I could repair. We might, yeah. I think we might need, oh, I don't know. Not having anything better to do. Maybe he just repairs it. Yeah, I think so. So he will discard repair with 2 other cards, keeping covering fire, and take off this token. That way we don't have to worry about later when we're approaching 8. We know we got rid of 1 at least. Okay, over to the scout. Hopefully she's got demolition. And she doesn't. Okay. So is she gonna go the long way? I mean, she does pretty well not making noise on her own. And we know he's probably gonna get demolition his next turn. Maybe she just comes in here and finds out what this room is. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so we're gonna do reconnaissance with rest, because we don't need to rest anytime soon. To move into here, it is, oh, that's not a good room. So the claw means if there's an alien in a room next to you, it will come to you. If there are no aliens, you add noise everywhere. So even though she moved carefully with reconnaissance, this counteracts that and says you make noise everywhere, which is a bummer. So we're gonna have noise. Well, there was only 2 corridors, right? So yeah. The room has one item in it, and it is the evacuation section A. So this is how you get into escape pod A. Once you open it right here, then you can jump into it over there in this room. So one item right there. It is another white room, so she can search it. And I think that's what she'll do as her second action. Search. And let's get maybe more yellow items. Or we just start getting green. I think let's get green. We're just gonna be super safe. All right, so she's got clothes. We already saw what this did, or bandages. This one is better because I don't think we're gonna get slimed again. There's not a lot of these slime tokens, so let's take the bandages. Redress a wound or heal all her light wounds. Okay, so that's her turn. Back to the soldier. He'll pass. So the scout, does she move again? There's an odds that she spawns something are very high, unless she careful moves. She could put noise here, but then the odds that we draw an adult out of the bag, she'll have to make a noise roll, and we'll guarantee to spawn something, and she'll have no cards left. So. I mean, we could just get something out. Trying to think for the short term, because she's going here. Yeah, okay. She doesn't really need to move because she needs to be here by the time this guy breaks down the door, gets the corpse, and comes back. So she's not in a rush. I think we'll just pass with 2 cards. Okay. End of the round. Move this. No aliens, no fire. Do an event. Malfunction. Place a malfunction marker in the explored room with the lowest room number. So lowest room number is going to be 001, which is the cockpit. That doesn't like stop the ship from working. All that does is prevent you from changing directions or looking at the coordinates. We don't need to do either of those. So great card to have. It does say shuffle this card back into the event deck. So if we see it again, it will, this is room 2 over there. So well, I guess it can't break the room. It'll break this room. So, and then we'll have 3. I think we're okay. We'll just leave it. Okay, then we had bag development. Are we gonna, we might see an alien right here. She's got noise everywhere if it's an adult. So maybe I should have moved. Oh well. It is an adult. Okay, so noise. First player is the soldier. He'll roll first. He is safe. Actually, if he rolls a 2 or 3, that's going to be a spawn. It is a 3. Okay, so when you spawn something, which we have because there's noise already in the corridor that we're rolled, you remove all the noise from the surrounding corridors, including the tech corridor, and then we're going to reach in the bag and spawn something. We spawned an adult. Okay. Now the adult has a number 3, and I only have 1 card, so it will do a special attack, and I did not keep my other card that I always keep. Dang it. The one that lets me get out of special attacks. But, so, adult spawns in. Rar is going to do an attack right away. Now, it's going to have, if it hits or misses based on the symbols, so all of these animals hit, so an adult is included in that, so it will hit, and it's going to scratch me. I suffer 1 light wound and get a contamination card. The worst part of that is we lost the 2. A 2 is really nice because you also flip these cards when you hurt the aliens, and that would mean it only had 2 health. So bummer to lose that right away, but it's okay. We only got a light wound, and then we get a contam card. We knew we weren't going to go without aliens this whole game, right? Okay, yeah. You guys weren't expecting not to see an alien. I was actually amazed that we got the entire front end of the ship explored before our first alien. Okay, so the alien spawned, though, after their normal attack phase, so that's all they're going to do is just that special attack, and now they're done. But then we still have the scout to roll, and she's also going to spawn something unless she gets the X or the claw. She got the 3, so she will spawn. I'm going to double spawn. Why did we split up? Oh, yeah, because that stupid door closed. I wish... Oh, she had the freaking key. She was in the cockpit. Oh my goodness. Is that a one-time use? Yeah, it's a one-time use, but oh man. Were you guys screaming at me for that? Like, use the security key. That's the problem about playing co-op with multi-handed is you forget like what the special rules of that character are, but oh well. All right, so she spawned a, come on, larva. No, an adult. At least it's not the queen, right? And that adult had a number 4, so it will attack her. Even though she had 2 cards, it will attack her. And it hit her with a scratch, 1 light wound, and 1 contamination code. So it's the same thing. It's just, yeah, 2 scratches right away. So she gets a light wound. You get a light wound. You get a light wound. And a contamination. Okay, the contamination come into play at the end of the game. When you think you've won and you've satisfied all your objectives, you scan all the contamination cards, and if any of them say you're infected, you have an alien inside you, you bring it home to Earth, and you kill the entire planet. So, hopefully that doesn't happen. The amount of contamination cards that are infected are relatively low. It's a kind of a low chance now, me saying that. These are both probably infected, but yeah, it's having 1 or 2 is not bad. As soon as you get like 3, 4, not only is it doing that, but it's clogging your deck because these cards are going to be drawn and they can't use to perform actions. Yeah, okay. I did get covering fire, so I can leave. Does she have suppressing fire? No, but hopefully she draws it. That's the end of the event phase. Yes. So this adult token then goes back in the bag, the one that made us roll the noise in the first place. Okay. She's first, right? She could run back to the cockpit, especially if she gets suppressing or covering, whatever. Activate her security key, and then open the door, and then come in this room and help him kill this alien. I mean, he could probably kill it on his own in 1 turn, but at least she's there to help. Otherwise, she's got to go here and then here. It's the same distance, right, to like get where she needs to go. So let's do that instead. So she needs to draw 3 cards. Now, most of these, as we were looking at them, say not in combat. So all of her items, or her normal cards, cannot be done in combat. This one can. She could shoot and then draw a card. Remember, she only has 3 ammo, though. It'd be hard for her to kill this on her own. So I think she is going to run away. That's a bummer. So yeah, so she'll draw interruption, or yeah, discard interruption to run away. So she gets to move, but on her way out, this alien goes brah and attacks her. And it's gonna do a claw attack. The character suffers 2 light wounds and a contamination. Well, if you go over 3 light wounds, it turns into a serious wound. So the light wound goes away and turns serious. Her body, now she only gets to draw 4 action cards instead of 5. Wonderful. Gotta remind me to do that or I will forget. So I'm probably just gonna put it like right up here. So that when I'm drawing, I have to move out of the way to draw cards. But then a contamination card as well. Okay. So she got away, and that was just her first action. So now she can use her second action, which is gonna be to unlock the security key. It takes 1 card to do so. So she'll get rid of her repair card and activate the security key, and that's her 2 actions. Okay. Now, soldier didn't draw his cards yet. Should he start shooting? I think he should. All right, and we did demolition, so we could have broken down the door. So maybe we will, but that's, oh no, I can do this in combat. Well, let's just do that, and then she can save her key. Okay. So, demolition, destroy the door. Now this door, it doesn't just close or open, it is destroyed, and so it can never open or close again, which is cool. He didn't get any of his attack cards, like literally none. And we can run away, but... All right, he broke the door. Second action is going to be to shoot, which costs 1 card. He has interruption to do that. And remember, this is his assault rifle, so if he deals damage, he does an additional damage. You roll this red die. The red die has one complete miss. It has two sides that only hit creepers or larvae. And then it has three sides that will actually hit adults. One of them being a double attack. And so that would do 3 for him. So I think it's a 50-50 that we hit her right now. That's the creeper only. So that does not hit her. That is a miss. But it does just, we have to spend the ammo to shoot her. We missed. Okay, back over to the scout. Now, she is... the door is now open, so she doesn't have to use her key. That's great. We can use it somewhere else. Like, we're going to need it here, right? So let's make her do her search card to move here. No noise because there's a person here. And then her second action is going to be adrenaline. Perform a shoot action and draw a card. So she's going to discard an ammo and then draw a card. We got suppressive fire, so she can move out of the room if she needs to. Maybe if we haven't killed it by the end of the round, she does that. But let's hit him, let's hit him, let's hit him. This is the prototype pistol. You can re-roll once. That's a miss, so let's re-roll for sure. And that's a hit. All right, so we did 1 damage to it. You just take one of these little cubes and you just like find a place for it to sit. Cool. So it has 1 damage. Anytime you do damage, you flip a card and see how much health it had. It had 6 health, so it's not dead. Their health fluctuates. You don't always know how many hits it will take to kill them. You just know if it's dead or not. Which is more like real life, right? I don't know that I'm looking at an alien and being like, oh, that alien would take 2 hits to kill. No, I know, is it dead? Oh yeah, it's dead. Hopefully. Okay. So that was her 2 actions. She moved and fired. So back to the soldier. He's going to attack. Discard an ammo. Come on, we need to do this. Let's do it. Missed again. Okay. He'll do another attack. Sure. Discard an ammo. This is 3rd ammo he's shooting. He's just shooting everywhere. Wow, he got it again. That's another miss. I don't know. Well, maybe we should have just ran. I thought we could do it. Like, both of us are sitting here. 'Cause we're kind of committed now. Because he could use the covering fire to run away and take us both out of the room. But we'd have to roll noise, and we might just spawn something else. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. It's only a 25% chance we spawn something there. And then she could suppress a fire out of that. Wow. But she's got to go now. And she would have to pass, so she couldn't suppress a fire out if you moved her out. If we stay here, the alien will attack whoever has the least number of cards, which is going to be the soldier unless she discards down. If she discards down to 1 and they're tied, it would be first player, so we'd attack her, and she already has a serious wound, so don't want to do that. Can I use any of these in combat? Just the reload. Let's commit. Let's kill it. So firing again. Discard an ammo. I can reroll once. That's a hit. 2 damage. Come on, be a 2. It's a 5. Nope. They're between 2 and 6. Most often a 4. But okay, because she can do another action. We're not going to roll for noise, so nothing spawns, so it's fine to just go down to 0 cards. So she will fire her last shot of this round. Again, she can re-roll it. That hits adult, so she did it. 3 damage. All from the scout, nothing from the freaking soldier. Worthless. It had 4 health, though, so she did not kill it. Back to the soldier for 1 last attack. Covering fire attack. Here we go. Discard 1. Shoot this guy. Come on. We hit him, and it hits for 2. Remember, because of the assault rifle's ability. So that's 5 damage. It ran away. That's horrible. So this symbol means it just ran away without dying. Even though it had 5, or like 99% chance should have died, but wow. When it runs away, it heals. So it got so dead that it's like, and escaped in the technical corridor or something. Which means we put the token back in the bag. Oh, that sucked. I used all that ammo and all that turns, and all it did was run away. Nothing to show for it. Okay, well, I thought, yeah, this could be bad. I have no items. We might get a larva infection here, but we're in the surgery room, so we can just remove it, right? Yeah, there we go. Cool. We have no cards, so we have to pass. And yeah, so we move this. Now, when this gets past this blue thing, it opens up. The cryo chambers are open again, so we could go jump in those. We know we're heading to Earth, and we've done the missions. The only thing we don't know right now is, are the engines active? They're a 50-50 chance that they're in a green state. They could be broken, and we need 2 of them to be operable for this thing to even reach Earth. So before we can go in the cryotubes, we need to at least go check 2 engines. There is one of the characters that can check engines from remote. I think it's the mechanic that can do that from remote, or maybe it's the pilot. I don't know. One of them can check the engines. I think it's mechanic. But yeah, okay. So we moved that. Okay, so now aliens are in here, but there's none in the same room with us, so they don't attack. There's no fire. They do an event. Now we do need to look at the top this time. This says the adult alien moves along corridor 2, so he actually comes into the cockpit. Then it says malfunction. Place a malfunction marker in the room of the lowest room number. Okay, so it's not Z1, it's not 2, it's this one. So that one's now. And then shuffle this back in. How did that come back at the very top of the deck? I don't know. Maybe there's multiple of these. Oops. Okay. Then bag development. Here's where it could get bad. It's a larva. Okay, so larva comes out, adult goes in. That was actually really good for us. Okay, next round. So first player on the soldier. It's an odd round. Perfect. Yep, we're doing good. He only has no cards, so 1 and shuffle. Now remember, now we've got some contam cards. They're going to clog up our deck. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then she's got no cards, so she'll take 1. Remember, she only gets 4 until she dresses that wound, which she will do soon here. 2, 3, 4. All right. What are you going to do, soldier? He can rest. He's got a worthless card here. He can repair. Now he gets to take aim and full auto. That's what I needed before. Okay, so we're trying to get here. Does he have demolition? No, but she has the key. So he can move. Do you want to search in this room? He cannot search. All right, so he needs to move over there. We don't want to recharge yet. We don't need to dress a serious wound. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what his second action is. Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do for his second action. I guess he could trade. He could trade the clothes for some clothes, or for a synthetic food or something. Oh yeah, we should get him the food so he can shoot more. Let's do that. Okay. So before he moves, he's going to discard 1 card to do a trade. He's going to give her the clothes so that she can dress her wound with it. And then she will give him back synthetic food. So you can trade any number of items, I think, when you do the trade action. All right, second action, he will, let's go ahead and careful move with 2 cards, because I don't know what else he's gonna do. I'll come here and he'll put the noise over here, because we're not going that way again. Okay, her turn. She needs to get over there and open the door. So She only got 4 cards, so we need to address our wound first. I think he's gonna pass anyway. So security key is 1 card, closer 1 card, and moving is 1. So she has just enough. So discard demolition. Oh, she could just break a door. Destroy a closed door. All right, so forget the key. She's just gonna destroy it. Whatever, it's broken. Oh, she's not there yet. She probably wants to move there first. All right, so let's discard suppressive fire to move here. No noise because she's with somebody. Then demolition to break the door. All right, she's still got her key then. Okay, back to this guy. He's just gonna pass and discard his contamination card. And she is going to discard scavenging. Oh, this could be bad. To dress her wound. So using close, which says dress 1 serious wound. All you do is flip it over. You still have a serious wound. If you get 3 of them, the next damage kills you. But now it no longer affects her in the negative way. So dressed. Okay, and then she passes. So we go here. Cryogen things are open. And we could just move the blue thing here, go back in, go to sleep, and just hope the engines are working and see if it works. But we probably want to come back down here. It's not too hard. It's like 1, 2, 3 rooms. So maybe we should do that first, because otherwise we're going to go up to here, then back there, then here. So it's better to maybe go A, B, C, D. Or, yeah, either way, it's going to be A, B, C. Yeah, it's the same amount of movement. Or there and back, there and back. Okay, so 8 turns left, not a lot. No fire, no aliens attacking, so the event. The adult does not move in this case. Egg protection. Resolve an encounter for each character who's in the nest or carrying an egg. Well, nobody is in the nest and no one has an egg, so nothing happens. Bag development. We got a breeder. So what happens with breeder? Everyone makes a noise roll. Starting with first player, which is a soldier. So we're probably gonna see another spawn here. As an X, he didn't get anything. Okay, so it goes to her. She got a 1. Hey, that is not a spawn. This this room is now really dangerous, but nothing spawned. That's good. Okay. And then the breeder goes back in the bag. And we go to the next round. So first player is coming over to the scout. She needs to draw 4 cards. Soldier needs 4 cards. And the scout goes first. Okay. Can we get into this room without... Well, it's not too bad at making noise, but she doesn't have her nice card. She drew 2 contamination cards, so it's going to be kind of a weak turn. And she can't pick up anything. He's going to have to carry the blue corpse. So she's just gonna, do I want a careful move? No, I think we're okay. Or does she have any other actions she needs to do? Not really. So let's, careful move. Oh, I could rest. Yeah, let's try that. Because we know where the surgery room is. If she gets a larva from one of these, we can go there and get it out. So yeah, let's just do a normal move. She's coming here. Noise roll, just not a 3. It's a 4. So that corridor gets noise. And then she's gonna do rest. So this says, costs 0 the cards. Scan all your Contam cards in your hand and remove all uninfected cards. If there's an infected card, she gets a larva in her. So I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this. It's hard to see even when you're playing, but when the red thing goes on, you can see the words there. There's 5 rows. You just checked all of them. One says Inkamna Bajad. One says Ingrixt. Another one Imbasekid. And the last one was close. It says Insfeud. So she was close, but this was not an infected card, so this goes out of the game. And her other one, Ingrext, Impokerd, Imbasjigid, they're all just, yeah, nothing infected. Cool. So she got rid of 2 of her cards, or their negative cards. That was great. It's rare when you get your rest card and all of your contam cards together, and then none of them are affected. Couldn't have gone better. Okay, over to the soldier. Can he search this room? No, this room is empty. Keep your Nerves of Steel card, dude. Do not lose that. So we're not. I don't need to blow down a door, so I'll use Demolition to move. No noise because she's in the room. Then I will use Interruption to go ahead and pick up this blue corpse of my friend, hold it in my left hand, and it goes back to her. She will pass. Back to him. Oh shoot, he's gonna go first next time, and we needed her like move without making noise card. Darn it. So I wonder if we just go do the engines first. All right, we're gonna back up. Put that there. I'm not picking that up yet. Instead, I used Interruption to move. Yeah. Okay, so I'm coming here. This is a broken room with one item. Starting to get quite a few broken rooms. This is the fourth one. This is the canteen. Have a snack. I think this heals your wounds, and I'm not sure what else does, but one item, green. Let's see, what does a canteen do? What's number 2? Heal a light wound. Additionally, you may choose to scan your contam cards. So he does have a light wound, so for 2 cards, he could heal that off. Probably not needed, because I have to repair it and then do 2. That's 4 cards just to do that. So instead, he will, it goes back to her. She passes. Now he's going to search. So this will go down to 0. 2 green items. We have a med kit. This is the best one because not only can you dress a wound, you can heal that wound, which is completely get rid of it, or more synthetic food. We'll take the med kit for sure. Okay, and then he's got another action if he wants. No, I think he's gonna wait. Okay, pass. This moves to 7. Event card. Adult moves on corridor 1, so he's coming back into here. Then bulkheads open. Open all doors. There are no closed doors, so nothing happens. Baggy. I really like how fast this game can move once you know how to play it. It's an adult, so that's going to be a noise roll. She's first player, so she's rolling first. There it is. Just don't want to roll a 3 or 4. She can discard roll a second time. It is a 3. Now the problem is she only has 1 card. So if she discards this to roll again, then we might be screwed. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this spawn. So both of these go away, which will be great later when we need to come back to this room. And we'll have a spawn. It will be, just not the queen, just not the queen. It's a blank. Hey, so what blank does, the blank goes back in the bag, but you add noise everywhere. So much for not having a noise in this room. Oh man. Now I'm wishing I would have brought the blue corpse with me because we could have just gone this way. Because now I don't really want to go back into that room to get it, but oh well. We'll have to do it at some point. That's a problem for another day. He still needs to run noise, which is bad because now she's added noise to his corridor. He was safe before. And he rolled a 2. Where's 2? Oh, 2 is kind of the way he wanted to go. I guess we can go this way then. Yeah, we're probably going this way because we got to check at least 2 engines. Okay. So adult token goes back in the bag and it's the next round. So pass first player because it's an odd round. Perfect. We are running out of time, guys. 2 cards. Here's 2 more and needs to shuffle for 1 more. Okay, 1 card. She's got 1. She needs 4 more. Perfect. All right. He's going first, which is not the greatest because I'd rather her come join me. There's no searching in here. There's no way to blow up anything. Does she have her move without any noise card? Yes, she does. All right, so he can move on and she can just follow quietly. So he will go with 2 cards to careful move, full auto and demolition, sure. Oh, we might know demolition in case the door closes, so let's not do demolition. Let's do covering fire, full auto. Okay. He's moving here. This is a fire. The room is on fire and it has a 1 item. Alrighty. And it's the nest. Okay, well, it has no items. I don't know, does the nest start burning these eggs since it's on fire? Anyway, he needs to put noise somewhere. Really careful move. He'll put it here. And now he's in the nest with fire. Okay. Anytime you end your turn, not the whole round by passing, but any time you end your turn in a room with fire, you take a light wound. And he just did 1 action, right? Yes. So he needs to move again. Which kind of sucks for her, but what can he do? So let's just go ahead and careful move again so I can control where I put my noise. And I will go into this room. There's nothing to discover, just a noise to put over there. Okay, so he's made it to the engine. Hopefully we get my repair card. Is that in this deck? Oh, cool. So we're likely to draw the repair card. That's great. That was his, he did 2 actions already and spent like his whole tech. It's her turn. All right, she's gonna start with reconnaissance. We don't need to search at all because we're not running any searchable rooms. So it's reconnaissance and search to move here with no noise. Then, oh. If I do a second action to move here, then I'll have to end my turn, take a damage. So is there a different action I can do in this room? Can't shoot, melee root, pick up something, trade, or craft. Can I craft something? No, I don't have anything worth that's able to craft. I can't shoot anything. Oh, I can reload my ammo. Let's reload. Nice, because I'm out. Yes. Do I have a reload? Yes. Energy charge. So that costs 1 item. So I'll use my other search card, discard the energy charge, and reload. So it's just 3 ammo, but hey, it's ready to go now. She's like, I'll take a second, and reload my ammo. Okay, so now it is his turn. He's gonna pass, so back to her. She will, oh, do I just wait here? No, because then I'm gonna spawn something, right? But if I use both my cards to move, I lose my repairs, first of all. And second of all, I have 0 cards, and the likelihood that we spawn something is high. And if it's a larva, we're so far away from surgery. So I'm actually gonna pass, knowing that we'll likely spawn something in the canteen, but then I'll just book it out of there. Okay. Let's see. I will discard this card. I only need to keep 1. We both passed, so this moves down again. We're gonna run out of time, guys. Oh my gosh. So by the seat of our pants if we do win this. There is fire, but there's no alien in that. Oh, I think an egg dies. Yeah, so this ticks and kills an egg. If that's wrong, that's kind of, I don't remember reading that, but I think that makes sense. Because I know there is a thing where you have to like destroy the nest. And I think you can just light it on fire and it kills them. So 1 egg dies. We'll say that's true. Now we go to the event phase. The adult does move on quarter 2, so he's just running back. He's like just patrolling. Put a malfunction marker in each room with an adult, intruder, breeder, or queen. Well, there's already 1 there, so nothing happens. Perfect. Okay, because I don't think a broken room can break again. That doesn't make any sense. Bag development. An adult. Oh, that makes we roll noise. Who's first player? Soldier's first. He's gonna spawn something. Oh, that's gonna be so bad. Because then I won't be able to fix the engine. We're gonna have to kill. Yeah, we're gonna have to kill if it spawns. It's a 1. Hey, it didn't spawn. Oh my gosh. 50-50, but still. Okay, that just means the nest doesn't spawn something. But now her turn. This is for sure, unless she gets a 4 or the X or the claw. An X! Yes! Wow, I don't know how we escaped that roll. Dealt those back in the bag, and we go to the next round. First player over to the scout. She needs 4 cards. She is just gonna run for it. I hope to get her move without sound card. That'd be great because she's gonna spawn in the nest otherwise. She got rest, interruption, suppressive fire, and search. So she didn't get the card we needed, but she gets suppressive. That's a good one. And then the guy, he needs 4 cards. Did he get repairs? He did. Nice. Okay. And taking aim. So if we do spawn something, he can fight it. She's first. There's no point in careful moving because, oh, actually she could put it here. That just means we kind of delay, but do we do that? Yeah, maybe. All right. So search and suppressive. No, let's keep search and rest. Interruption and rest. There we go. 2 cards to come here. She'll put her noise here, and then 1 card, search, to go here. No noise because they're together. Awesome. She made it through the nest without taking damage. I don't know how that happened. Okay, his turn. He is going to repair this thing. Basic repairs cost this card plus 2 more, and luckily I even have 2 more. Dang it. I can't use the contamination, and I want to keep Nerves of Steel so I don't get attacked. So we'll do this too, I guess. And what we do is we just take these engines. Oh, they were broken. The top one was broken, so we are good. In a co-op game, just take the working and put it there. Right? It's working. No, it doesn't. You don't need to have it hidden. So we have 1 working engine. Now, what are the odds that one of these, both of those are broken? Because if they're not, then we know we're good and we can just run back. But I think we should check, right? And now that means, do we come back through the nest and all this crazy mess, or do we go into the unknown where there's not as much stuff out there, but we could end up, I don't know, I think we go that way, just with the nest on fire. Okay, her turn. She could move into this room, but the odds that she spawns them is 50-50. Well, a little bit less than 50 because of the X and the claw, but I was just running out of time. I think I just got to go for it at this point. So she will just serve 1 card to move here. It is on fire as well. What is with these rooms back here? And there's 1 item. It's the armory. Hey, that's not bad. I wish we had a way to put out that fire. Unfortunately, oh, she needs to make a noise roll too. It's the claw. Okay, so the claw, if there were any monsters around her, they would come into her room. But because there are not, she just makes noise in every corridor. Like, could you get any worse, Scout? I thought you were supposed to move quietly. But she's like, the room's on fire, and making some noise. I don't know. So the armory is great because I can activate my autoloader. And the autoloader says the assault rifle has +1 ammo. And if I reload it with energy charges, it's a free action. It does cost me any cards. Normally it costs me 1 card to do the reload. So that is great for him. But I gotta get in there and not burn up. That was her first action, so she could run out, but then she'd have no cards and be in the injury room with nothing. Otherwise she'll take a damage. I think she's okay, so she is gonna burn a little bit. That's why she made so much noise, as she got a little bit of burned, a little bit of burning. It's all right, she's got some bandages. We're fine. Maybe I should give her the med kit so she can get rid of this serious wound. If she gets a second, we will for sure. Okay, so back to him. He's like, that room is on fire. I'm not running in there. I pass. Okay, so this moves to 5. We've got 5 turns left. That's gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, like it's barely gonna get there if it happens. But I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna get there, right? Okay. Until the queen spawns, like right here. Calling it. I'm calling it. Fire. So fire's gonna burn an egg. I'm just gonna keep doing that because it's fun. We don't care, but it's like, yeah, the nest is on fire. Then the event card. The adult moves on quarter 1, patrolling again. Oh no, this is bad. Damaging fire. Place a malfunction marker in each room with a fire marker. Now, as far as I know, the nest can't malfunction. But I'm going to put it there just in case. I don't know. We're now at 6 malfunctioning rooms. So that could be bad. Then, place a fire marker in each room neighboring a room with a fire marker. Is it explored room? No, it's every room. Are you kidding me? This is like the worst card you could get. It might just blow us up right here. There are 2 rooms on fire, and we have no way to stop the fire. I've got no fire extinguisher, right? Place a malfunction marker in each room with fire, then place a fire marker in each room neighboring a room with a fire marker. So I guess it burns all of them. Even if they're not explored. They're on fire. So that is 7 fires. We only have 1 more. So if we get another card like this that like makes more fire, the ship explodes. Well, I thought we were gonna win, but now I don't know. I don't know if there's a way. There's no way to put out these fires quick enough. Because all the cards that do that, they spread the fire, and there's just too much now to even bother putting it out. It does mean we might want to run back through the rooms we've already explored because we know these could be fire, whereas these definitely are not, since they're on fire anyway. Okay, so we did the event card, bag development. It is an adult, so we're rolling for noise. Oh, we're gonna spawn everything. So scouts rolling. Rolling. She got a 2. Didn't matter what she rolled, but that is a spawn. Spawning. An adult. Hitting for 3, so it does attack her. At least it's gonna burn, right? The attack is a bite. If the character has 2 serious wounds, they die. Well, luckily she only has 1. If not, they suffer a serious wound. So she now has 2 serious wounds. This one is her arm. Oh, that's the worst. I completely forgot about her motion scanner, so maybe we'll just get rid of it. But basically, she only has 1 hand now that can actually carry stuff. I don't want her to drop her pistol, so she loses her motion scanner. It goes into the void. She's like, I forgot about it. I dropped it somewhere. I left it back in the nest. I don't know. But now her arm's hurt. And now he has to roll for noise. He got a 2. That is a spawn as well. When it escalates, guys, quickly. It is, a larva. And it's a 1, and I have 2 cards. So it doesn't attack me. It doesn't embed itself. Instead, it just comes out on the ground where it will just burn and die. So, although I can't leave the room, or as oh no, I can, nope, that's a surprise attack. Nope, so yeah, if I leave, I guess I could suppress fire out of there. Wow. This is so bad. Okay, so that was the bag development, so this adult goes back in, and we go to the next round. Did we move this? I don't think we did. No, we must have, because she gets even rounds. Yeah, okay. I don't know if I forgot to move it, sorry. But it's an odd round, so he's first now. 2, 3, 4, he needs 1 more card. The little babies are easy because the only way you don't hit them is the blank. Every other side of the die hits them, and they only have 1 health. So the problem is if you punch them, you automatically get a contam card, and if you do get the blank, they inject them. They burrow inside you. So you always want to punch them. Oh, he should have discarded this card when he passed. Oops, that was bad plan. I've got no fire, no shooting, no contempt, no whatever. So I'm just gonna shoot this stupid thing. Oh, she needs some cards too. 4 of them. All right, so I'm shooting. So I'm discarding this. It's a double hit, so it's dead. It did 3 damage to it. It does drop a corpse. If we found the analysis room, we could analyze that and get an intruder weakness. But oh well. But now I can move out of here. Let's go with a search. Sir, moving into here. Are we going to try and take this thing down? I mean, normally, sure. It is the armory. Can I do this? Oh, I could get the auto load because it is... Yeah, it doesn't have an out of combat or an in combat icon, so it can be used at any time. Cool. Well, let's do the quest then. So that was his 2 actions. It goes over to her. Oh, he's in a room with fire, so he does take a damage. Oh, was her room on fire when she ended? Oh, man, guys. This is when it gets hard, when there's so many things going on. I think I've already messed up the turn tracker somehow. And I don't remember. Was that room on fire? Is that how she got that damage? Oh, yeah, she squealed and made all the noise, and that's... Yeah, okay, we're good on the fire. Okay. So that's the only problem, is if we stay in here a lot of rounds to shoot the thing, her reconnaissance can't be used out of combat. She does have basic repair, so she could run and just fix the engine and then come back, or just book it out of here. I think we have to. Okay, so she is playing search, because you're not planning to search anytime soon. To leave, unfortunately. Goodbye, dude. He attacks her as she's leaving. Oh, this could be a 3rd. Can she only bandage out of combat? Yes, okay. So this might just kill her. Tail attack. Only the queen attacks, so this is gone. But it was a 2. Dang it. We should have shot him. Oh, well. Okay, so she escapes without injury as her first action. Second action, she's going to repair. So that's this card plus 2 more. And that repairs the engine. Was it green? Ah, it was green. Dang it. It was working all along. We didn't even need to do that. I want to check this. Oh, let's not worry about it. I'll check it at the end. Okay, but she's ending her turn with fire, so she takes 8 damage. And that was her second action. Yes, so back to him. Does he want to run away? Now that she's got that room safely there. He doesn't have anyone. I mean, he could take 2. Oh, I want to do my quest. Yes, the first thing on my quest. So I'll play 1 card to activate the autoloader. So now we put that on our assault rifle. It has +1 ammo, and I can reload it for free. Cool, with the energy charge. All right, second action. I've got 1 shot. Let's get out of here. I think that's going to be better. So discard. There's a steal. Run. Does he hit me? Oops, too many cards. Yes, and I'm slimed. Oh no, I have been slimed. But I did take a wound, so that was good. I do get a contam. Cool. Get a 5 out of the deck, that's great. All right, so we successfully escaped without too much damage. Back to her. She would love to dress this wound, but she's only at 1 card. So we're not gonna worry about it. He did pass. Oh crap, he ended his turn on fire, so that takes a light wound and does give him a serious wound. He has a leg injury, so if he wants to run away from a monster now, he has to use 2 cards to do it. Wonderful. That is both passed, so we go into the next phase. So there's nobody with an alien attack, so we do fire damage. So we're going to burn another egg for fun. Now he's going to take fire damage. Does he die? No, he can't be killed by one, but we still had to flip a card. Okay, and then event, please don't spread fire. Oh, we lose. Like seriously, right back to back. All right, so the adults don't move. They don't do anything, but it says set the, oh, this might not work. No. Yeah. Set the item counter to 0 in each room with a fire. 0, this room, all its items burned, and that's it. But then it says place a fire marker in each room neighboring a room with a fire marker. Fire does not spread. So we burned. That was our last fire marker. We would have needed to spread it 1, 2, 3. So we would have to put out 2 fires to even stand a chance. Or 3 fires, yeah. Oh, goodness. Boom! The ship explodes. We were so close, guys. We got the working engines. We were heading to Earth. All we had to do was book it back, grab this, take it here, and we would have won before if the fire didn't kill us. That is Nemesis, and that's Nemesis Co-op. You can see it starts out, you're really confident with yourself, and a fire starts in the hatchery, and it burns the whole ship down. Cool. Guys, if you liked the video, make sure you hit the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, why not? Subscribe, help me out. And let me know if I did anything wrong or maybe misplayed or something, if you would have taken a different action somewhere along the way that would have turned the tides. Include timestamps if there was any issues, and I'll see you in the next video. Catch you later. Bye.